Spiritual husbands are very real. There is a little difference between having a wet dream and actually sleeping with a spiritual entity that you'd never know. On today's episode, a woman shares her experience of an uncanny knowledge that she had with a spiritual entity, thinking it was a wet dream. And the experience and pleasure is far beyond this world. Let's go and listen to her confession. Hi, OJ. I need to tell you something. It's been eating me up, and I don't know who else to turn to. Please, don't call me. Don't private chat me. Just listen, for this is my confession. It started years ago when I was younger. We are 4 siblings, 3 girls and 1 boy. And a younger sister, let's call her Amma, was always different. When we were growing up, she had this strange habit. Every night, just before midnight, she would rush into a room, lock the door, and then, like clockwise, at exactly 5 a.m., she would open the door and walk out backwards, stylishly, as if she were some kind of in a trance. For years, I didn't think much of it. But one night, curiosity got the best of me. It was around 11:30 p.m. and I decided to hide under the bed in her room so to see what really is going on in there. OJ, I swear, what I saw still haunts me till now. At exactly midnight, the atmosphere in the room changed. It was like the air got heavier, colder, and alive. I was terrified, but I stayed under the bed, holding my breath. Then I heard a sound, an intimate sound. My sister was having sex with someone. She was with someone, but OJ, there was no one else in the room. I couldn't take it anymore. I crawled out from under the bed, stood up, and slapped her in the face so hard. She woke up immediately, and OJ, the look in her eyes, it wasn't her. She screamed at me, furious, shouting, "Why did you stop my fun?" I slapped her again to snap out of it. When she calmed down, I asked her what was going on, why she had been doing this for years. Our mom had always said she needed deliverance, and now I was starting to believe it. She looked at me and said something that chilled me to the core. She said, "You are missing out." Missing out on what? I was too shaken to argue, so I just left the room. But a few days later, OJ, I asked her again. This time, she opened up to me. She told me that when she sleeps, she enters another world, a place she says is better than this one. She said it with a kind of joy that scared me. Then she dropped bombshell. "I'll invite you to one of our meetings." I laughed nervously, but she was serious. Before I could say anything, she pinched me on my forehead, closed my eyes with her finger, and said, "Don't worry, you would understand later." It's at this point that I ask that you subscribe to the channel, share a comment, or click on the like button, as that is the only way you encourage me to bring you more confessions and more stories. So please, subscribe. Let's go. OJ, that night, I really understood. At midnight, just as she said, the room changed again. She held my hand and told me to sleep. I don't know how, but I fell asleep instantly. And then I was somewhere else. My body didn't feel like mine. I was being touched, held, and penetrated in a way I can't even explain. The pleasure was overwhelming and unnatural. I wanted to scream, but my voice was gone. I remember shouting in my mind, "Take me back, take me back." When I finally woke up, I was drenched in sweat. Amma was still asleep, peacefully, as if nothing had happened. Since that night, OJ, I've been trapped. I joined her. It's been over 2 years now, and I can't stop. These visitors come every night, and every night I give in. I've tried to resist, but the feeling, it's addictive. It's like something a human can't give. My boyfriend has no idea. I love him, but OJ, he's nothing compared to these entities. I can't even stay over at his place because I'm afraid he will find out. Amma and I are grown women now, 31 and 29 years, but we are both stuck in this. She has never had a successful relationship, and I'm terrified I'm heading down that same path. I know I need deliverance, but where do I even start? Who will believe me? Who can help me? OJ, I feel like I'm losing my soul, and I don't know how to fight back. Please help me. Here's another strange confession. As a woman shared how she's been living for 5 years with a ghost, got pregnant and given birth to 3 children as a result. Very shocking, eh?